I want to. Did it say this meeting is being recorded? It never does that. Maybe it's only when there's a certain number of people already on.
It's a new update with Zoom because of like, I don't know the right letters, but like FAA rules or something. So people know that it's being recorded.
Maybe, so I've been on meetings where it does that from Scentsy, but never when I run it. Maybe I actually updated my computer and my version. Okay, so anyway, welcome everybody. It's June. I almost said May, and then I looked down at my little calendar and I was like, whoop. So welcome to our June 1st Monday Zoom. I'm glad that you guys are here taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend it on your Scentsy business and hang out with us. And those of you watching the recording, glad that you're taking the time. We want this to be worth your while. So I'm Amy Marc-Charles. I'm your Superstar Director. We have a few other directors on. Kaylin, will you wave? Just wave real quick. There's Kaylin. Denise, will you wave? Say hi. There's Denise. I think those are the only directors on so far, but oh, Chris is on, but she doesn't have her video on, so she's on. And we're going to be talking a little bit today about Bring Back My Bar. So first, you guys, is there a better flyer on the workstation? I could not find it when I was trying to print some off. This is something somebody made and it's really hard to read. Anyway, if you have one, please share a link, drop it in the comments in the chat because I would love a better flyer. But anyway, please in the comments, tell us, were any of these scents around when you first started and it like brings back a memory? Like tell us what scent, like you were just so excited because it just makes you feel a certain way, or maybe, you know, maybe you don't feel happy about it, but like, is there a scent that you're just like, oh my gosh, I just remember this scent? Somebody said My Wish, Ocean. Yes, Kathy, your video.
Indeed.
So cute. Anybody else? Anybody else have one? I will tell you, I ordered, I feel like I already said this, but Watermelon Patch was in my first Scentsy I ever ordered. Before I joined, when I bought from Jacqueline, I got a system with a warmer and 3 bars, and Watermelon Patch was one of my scents. So it's kind of like it just makes me feel all mushy. Satin Sheets. Do you guys smell Coffee Tree now? Have you smelled it now?
Gosh.
Not a fan.
Oh my God. It's in my club already from last time. Man.
Oh, I love that one.
What else? What are the ones you guys love? So anybody who maybe hasn't smelled these yet, or you don't have all of them, like let's share. You can unmute yourselves or you can do it in the chat. Tell us like, what are your favorite scents? Watermelon Mint. I like that one.
So it was before I became a consultant actually, but it was right about the time that I really started using Scentsy. Honeymoon Hideaway came out, and it was about the time that my husband and I got married. So it was just perfect, and I had it forever, and you know, then I never, anyway, so now I get to have it forever again.
Guys, I have a laundry that's Honeymoon Hideaway that I've like stashed away, that I've been just like, now I can use it because it's just, Honeymoon Hideaway and Jet Set Go were both back.
I used to, when it first came out, I used to think people like to buy it just because of the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm serious. I used to think,
Hideaway.
yeah, just because of the name.
Yep.
It's a good scent. It's a good, clean, like fresh. I think that this is a pretty good lineup. There's a lot of really good ones that especially if you have customers, like maybe you haven't been selling for a while, but like, you know, customers, people have been buying here and there for years now. So even if you haven't been around, your customers probably know a lot of these scents. And if they hear that it's back, they might, you know, get really pumped. And if the chances are, you guys know, if they're like, oh, I got to have Sweet Pea Vanilla. I love that one. I used to warm that a long time ago, whatever. They're not going to get one. They're going to get multiple, or they're going to buy a 6-pack. And, you know, it's a great month to be promoting this. So that's why we're going to chat about this. So the first thing, besides just chatting favorite scents, I was going to have Denise talk about how she is using this to actually get some hosts, to get some parties this month. So I'm going to mute. Denise, will you take over?
Yes. Hi, everybody. I've been, my buddy, she always waves at me. I've been doing this for a long time. And you know, what I say is what works, don't change it. You know, I listen to lots of other stuff. So I'm just going to share. Now, y'all, I'm just going to tell you right here and now, Denise is not the fancy one. Y'all know that. I don't do anything fancy, cutesy, or anything like that. So I'm going to show you this, and then you can judge me all you want about, oh, well, if I had it, I would do that. Great, go do that. I'm just not a little fancy little person. Okay, first of all, and you guys have heard this a million times from me, Arlena, you got to be what about this?
Your branding?
And
Or-
excited.
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
My cheerleader. I just had to embarrass you. You have to be excited about this, y'all. If you're not excited about this, and I think it's really interesting because I didn't talk and I didn't know what she was going to say or anything, but you know, you have to be, and I'll be honest, there's very few on here that are my favorites, but you have to be so excited about this. And to me, this is a time when you do reach out to almost every customer you can, because why? It's not an LTO. It's something exciting to tell them about. They can put it in their club, right? It's not like trying to get a Star Wars or something else and it's going to be gone. So I massively, I mean, I've got on my calendar how many reach outs to past customers I do. Big time. Because guess what? I have something new and exciting to tell them. So start there. Okay. Amy again already said it. Have your favorite three. Have your favorite three. Pick your favorite three. Ladies, it's power of suggestion, especially with these. Because if you're not going to take the suggestion or the suggestions Kaylin's going to give you and Amy about how we are sampling and doing this, if you can't do all this, you've got to be dynamite and tell somebody how wonderful 3 of these scents are. Pick them in your head and you got to tell somebody, and you start your conversation that way. Start it that way. Tell them that. Make it just irresistible. Okay. Totally irresistible. Power of suggestions is dynamite. Okay. Now what I do. Here's my bag. Yes, at least it's purple. I upgraded to purple. They used to be just white. I used to use these. Don't use these because the scent seeps through here a little bit. Doesn't work too good. Okay. So I've actually buy 2 full packs of bars. One set I cut up, and my top earners from May, I gift them the samples. Okay. And they love it. That's just a little side note for your team. They love it because they work hard to get a full sample of these. So I actually have a full cube in here. Some of you may say it's a waste, but when I tell you why, it's not. And I just put a little, make my own little labels. Yes, it's nothing fancy. No, it doesn't say anything. This is it. So I have this sheet. I don't know if this is the one, Kaylin, you just did. Is it?
No.
Oh, okay. So here's another one. This is in here, it describes everything, and I have each one of these. Okay, I'm not going to pull them all out. I'm going to pull out some other things in my rabbit hat, but not, that's what I give them. Now, I do not say party. I do not say orders. I say, would you like to smell the bring back bars? Now, if somebody in my conversation right away knows what they want, honestly, I'm probably not going to offer to let them smell these. But if not, I say, how would you like to smell them? I'm not saying, do you want to have a party? Do you want to get free stuff? No, no, no. I'm getting them excited about the scent. Then I tell them, make a wish list because you are going to love so many of them. You're going to want more than a 6-pack or a 12-pack. Okay. Then when they're finished, and I give them a very short time frame on this, I don't give a long time frame, maybe 2 days. I say, When I call them up, I said, I tell you what, if you want to get me $200 in orders from your friends and share those, I will give you all of these. That's why the big cubes. And some of you are going to say people don't care. Oh, yes, they do. Because they want emergency cubes. This is a lot of wax. Okay. So I say, I will gift this to you if you get me $200 in orders. They say, I'm there. Now, also key, don't just give them a bag with the bring back bars in this. Okay. Am I, what does Amy call it? Littering Scentsy? Yes, I'm Scentsy littering. So I put something in there about bathroom cleaners, of course, with a sticker on it. I put in things of the month that haven't sold out yet. Why? Because they don't see this stuff in the catalog, right? So I put a catalog, and right now I'm doing showcase because we're getting close. And then I put a few other samples in there. And I put washer whiffs in there because I want to stir their interest, and they're going to share this with their friends and get me $200 worth of orders. Does it work? Absolutely. It works for me, girls. Absolutely. Now, if, and then she keeps the bag, and now you're going to say, now what? Well, I have 8 other sets because I cut that bar into 8 things. So I just keep going, going, going. Okay. Now, if they refer me to somebody, we all know we're asking for a referral, right? If they refer me to somebody that I can give them a set, because somebody's going to say to them, oh man, I wish I could get all those samples. Well, ask Denise, she'll tell you how to get them. And I'll get them, and then I'll give them a plug-in. And that's a big gift. But I need, as long as I've been in this, I need new customers. I need new customers. So I want to attract something to entice the next person. Okay. Now somebody's going to ask, what if they don't make 200, right? What if they don't make the 200? You say, okay, give me all these back. And so I say to them, I say, would you like to have a half price gift, or would you like to keep the samples? And I don't tell them that until they say they can't do the 200, but 9 times out of 10, y'all, they're doing 200. I mean, 4 or 5 people doing a 12-pack piece of cake. Okay. So I have been doing this. I really think Amy suggested this a while back when I first started. I think we talked about this. I know there's quicker samples. I know that. But ladies, you got to put a little money into it to get out. Okay. And if you go through and you start checking all your past customers, I think somebody's going to talk about how to run a report like that. Somebody is. But I go through, I use Amy, but I go through, I don't care if I delivered a 6 or 12 pack to them a week ago. I don't care, because guess what? This is new and exciting. And take the opportunity to litter them with all this stuff, because they might have missed this warmer of the month. They might have missed. I make sure that it's not something that's sold out, because that's a bummer. People get mad about that. And actually, I just thought of this. Is there a Scentsy Club flyer? Anybody?
Right. That link that I posted, it says Scentsy Club on it.
Okay,
but
because
I don't know how to post that, Amy. I'll just have to give it to you later, and you can post it on your team pages.
Oh, it's okay. My bad. Mine says it down here too. Okay.
I do.
Okay, she's got it. So I would probably highlight that. And the thing that you want to stress with this, I don't care if they just bought 6 bars. They need to buy 6 more and put them in their Scentsy Club. So that's what I do. Nothing fancy. Here it is. I'm sure you can make it 10 times cuter. The thing of it is, you want to entice them. Tell them to make a wish list when you give it to them. I know you're probably going to love all 25 of them. I know you are. So just make a wish list, right? And stress, this is a one-time thing, right? So they're more excited. So that's what I do. It's pretty simple, but I'm gonna tell you what, it works for me. I always have very, very, very good luck with it. And with your teams for next year, if you can do that as an incentive, they look so forward. I have them asking me early in May, Denise, are you giving away the bring back bar samples as an incentive? Yes, I am. So, you know, any questions? Okay, I'm that boring. Okay.
No,
That's all
it was great. And mine is not fancy. I've done it just like that. And that's how I pushed that last month to earn the Mediterranean cruise 3 years ago, was doing that, because it was a January when we finished and we had bring back my bar. And that's what I did. And I told everybody, I need you to take a bag. And I did it.
So
And
Denise,
something like that's easy to mail too. If they're going to be able to keep it, you can stick that in the mail with an ice pack during the summer, and you know, you don't want that back. Hopefully they're keeping that. So
yep.
Denise,
Look at
do you have them, the people that don't get 200, do they more often keep the samples, or do they more often get the half price item? I'm totally curious. That's
Keep
what I
the
figured. And then
samples.
I was thinking, when you said that you give, if you get a party off of a party, basically you give them a warmer or a mini warmer. Well, if you use a half price or perpetual party, you only pay $10 for it. Okay.
right. And this is a lot of wax, y'all. And they love it, because the other thing is they can test this. And another key thing I didn't say, get it going early in the month, ladies. Don't sit around and wait, because the other thing is when they use these, then they may decide they want it. So, yep, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
thank you so much. Kaylin, will you share now like how you're using, or how the different ideas we talked about for promoting Bring Back My Bar?
Sure. So I have a few different ways that I'm going to share, and then I'll tell you the thing that brought me the most sales one year. So there's a couple different things I want to share with you. You can order these clamshells on Amazon, and you can get them in circles, you can get them in hearts, or you can get them in a square, just like Scentsy. And there's 6 in here. So this is a fun way to share Bring Back My Bar. Like Denise said, you guys are going to have to spend a little money. One thing I learned years ago before even Scentsy is you have to spend money to make money. And it's the truth. So invest in a 6-pack. Look at the list and see which 6 you think that you would really love, and then make one of these samples. All you have to do is pour a little bit of wax. This will make quite a few samples from one bar. Pour a little wax in here, make you a fun little sticker. There is a page, a Facebook page called, what's that page? Scentsy Flyers and Sample page or something.
All about samples?
Yeah, I think that's
All
it.
about.
They have little cubes already made up of every one of the Bring Back My Bars. All you have to do is print those on a sheet of sticker paper. You can get a full sheet, and then you can cut it out. You can punch it out with a punch, whatever, stick it on there, and then just say, this one says Tim and Kaylin's top 6. So put your top 6 scents in there, hand those out to customers. I guarantee you, you will get orders. And that one cube, even though it's not the same size as one of our Scentsy cubes, that one cube will work in a nightlight warmer for them to get plenty of scent to see if they like it or not. So there's one way that you can share it. The other way is, oh, they're falling. Just make samples. Order 2 or 3, 6, and just make samples. Now, I didn't realize that they had already put up these stickers on the All About Sample page. So I have, and that's one thing I want to say to you guys. This does not have to be perfect. Just get it done. And I'm not good at creating flyers, and I'm not good at other things, but I have pretty good handwriting. So I just wrote it on there, and I just made samples. And I love doing the old samples. I like the pretty, fun samples. But you don't even have to do that, you guys. You don't want to do that. Who just said they were making samples? Irene, I think. And you were talking about how Denise was giving a whole cube, and here you were melting them. Ladies, get you some of the felt from Scentsy, or go to Hobby Lobby and get the stiff felt. If you go to Walmart, that felt is not stiff enough. Go to Hobby Lobby, get you some stiff felt, get you one of those slicers. What are those things called?
It's just yeah, Joe,
Veggie.
it's like, yeah, veggie slicer.
Yeah.
Crinkle cut.
There, what
What?
Amy's got.
Crinkle
Yeah.
cutter from,
Grab crinkle cutter. That's what I was looking for. Grab you a crinkle cutter, cut some of that wax off. And then what you do is you stick your felt in here, lay the wax right on top of it, stick those suckers in the mail. And if they melt, they're going to melt on that felt. Looks like Amy's already
Amy's
done
got
that.
them.
It's going to melt right on that felt, so you don't have to worry about it melting. The key to this is the smell sells. You've got to get it under their noses. You're going to have better luck with this whole campaign if you get some scents under their noses. Another fun way to mail them is just stick those felt samples with that crinkle cut wax in one of these big old envelopes like this. Mail them all in there to, if you want to mail them several scents. Okay, the other one that I did, now this was a lot of work, but I did it and I got it done. I printed off, and these were supposed to be, I thought, postcard size. They ended up being a full 8x10 sheet of paper. So, whoops, that one just fell off. So I printed off, and it takes 2 sheets to get all 25 of them. I printed it on cardstock, and I made samples. I just dipped my felt into samples. And then I used, you guys are going to laugh at this, I don't throw anything away. I save all of my little bitty plastic squares that my charms come in. I thought I had some sitting here that my charms come in. Those felt samples fit right in there. I used double-sided tape. I flipped it over, I taped it, and I stuck it on there. So this is another fun one that you can give out to customers, and they get a sniff of all 25 cents. These are available while supplies last, but please don't forget, if one sells out, still sample that baby out. Mulberry Bush, if that one sells out, that's one of my absolute favorites. I'm going to continue to sample that out, because 30 days from the day that they put these on our websites, you can add them to Scentsy Club. And that should be your ultimate goal, is to get all of these into your Scentsy Club people's hands. Because here's the thing, eventually we are going to have so many customers that have their favorites in their Scentsy Club that some of these favorites are going to quit coming back, you guys. So you want to get them into Scentsy Club. So don't quit sampling them. Now I'm going to share one other thing with you that I did one time, and I don't know where all of you live, but here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, things are opening back up. Honestly, they never really shut down. So this is what I did one year, and this is where I had the best luck with big sales for my Bring Back My Bar. I did a Bring Back My Barbecue. And what I did is, when you walked in my front door, and I live in a little bitty farmhouse, I don't have an entryway or anything. So right when you walked in, there was a little table with a big basket, and it had all of the clamshells for the current Bring Back My Bars. They were empty. It had all of these clamshells in a basket. And I think then we did 20. The first 20 people to show up at my house got to pick out a clamshell. And then I had a barbecue table set up. I had the red and white checkered tablecloth. I had some cute little plates, and each plate had the cubes of wax. So I took all the cubes and put them on one plate. So the first 20 people that came to my Bring Back My Barbecue got to pick up a clamshell, and they got to choose one of every scent that they liked to fill their clamshell. They didn't get all 20, but they got 8. So that's the best way that that I have promoted my Bring Back My Bars and where I have had the biggest sales from Bring Back My Bar. So who knows? I may do that again. I know a couple of my friends that live in other states are doing pop-up shops in their houses or in their garages. So you could do a pop-up shop in your garage if you weren't ready to let people into your home. So that's my ideas. Is that all I said I would talk about, Amy, as far as Bring Back My Bar?
Yeah. And more. It was really good. The Bring Back My Barbecue. I did one once, but I did not do samples like that. That's good.
Well, I advertised and I said the first 20 people, and if you make something where it's like a limited time and you make it a big deal, then they tend to get in a hurry and get there. So the first 20 people through the door get a free gift. So that's what I did.
I like it a lot. Really cute. Does anybody have any questions about any of those things for Kaylin?
I think Rosalie had her hand up. No.
Nope, totally just doing my nails. Sorry.
Oh.
All right. Well, speaking of nails, all right. So I was saying I had just, you know, I've done some of these with the Scentsy felt, and then I seriously just did the crinkle cutter. But I mean, like, you can take a butter knife and scrape off a little sliver. Honestly, this looks a little like chopped up, but you could, like, with a regular butter knife, just like cut a little slice, almost tiny little thin slice of wax and do this. These are 2x3 bags. Whoops, I'm gonna screen share in a second and show you on Amazon the different things. But these are 2x3 bags that you get like 1,000 for a certain amount. They come in like 100 packs. So I buy these, and then when I have team members join, they get a pack of these and a bag of these, and then the scent of the month from me. And so anyway, like, these are great if you want to invest in the 2x3 bags. But anyway, that's easy if you don't want to take the time. Like, Kaylin's looks so cute, but I also am just like, just throw them together. I want you to get these. This is another idea that I just came across on a video. I do not remember the woman's name. Kathy, you're the one, I think, who shared it. But somebody, another Scentsy consultant, said she was trying to look for a way to go even thinner than the felt. And so, well, let me show you this. I need
A vegetable peeler.
Yeah, that would work. But so this is the felt. This is from Amazon. It is a nail polish remover pad or something like that. Nail polish remover pads, 1,000 for $6.99. There's just these little things, and I just stuck it in the wax just now in my warmer, and it's, you know, soaks up. So I was thinking about how I still have not done mine, but I'm going to make these definitely for my Scentsy Club subscribers, because guys, if you have Scentsy Club subscribers, they're already subscribed. They need to fall in love with more scents to add to their subscriptions, because they know how it works. They like how it works. Like, they are a prime customer. But in addition, some of my other good customers, I'm definitely going to be just mailing them these little samples, and 25 of these is not going to be very thick. I'm going to see, am I breaking up? It says my internet is unstable. Sorry, guys. I am guessing that JP is done putting the kids to bed and is looking at his phone now, because this happened.
Kind of chopping out, Amy.
I am. Jeez.
It's choppy.
Can you hear me okay now?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me? Okay. I said, I bet JP just put the girls to bed and he's on his phone now. I bet I'm having to share the internet or something. I don't know. We pay for like the best kind. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to show you these things, and then I'm going to show you how to run a report so that you can see who has bought these scents before. If you've been a consultant for any amount of time that these scents have been around, I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, I want to just reiterate what Kaylin said. You are not selling these just for this month. Even if you cannot, if something happens, you have the best of intentions, you don't get these samples out till later, they can still add these to their Scentsy Club, which, you know, you want to have sales this month. You want to get some 6-packs sold, maybe 12 if somebody loves one of these scents. But if they add it to their Scentsy Club, am I cutting out? Shoot, no, okay. But if they add it to their Scentsy Club, then they don't have to store it. They don't have to worry about it going bad after a couple of years or however long. Like they don't have to find a place to put it. They just get it. They get it every month, every other month, or every 3 months. And that is what we want. You guys, if you have not got Scentsy Club subscribers, it is amazing. It's like just free PRV. It's not free, but it's like wonderful. Okay, let me share my screen with you. All right, this is what Kaylin was showing us, and I had not actually gone and seen these before, so I wanted to pull that up for me, and I already bought them while she was talking. Super cute. Look, $16 for 100. Those will last a long time. Those will last through other promotions, like this fall when we have a 3-pack of fall scents, or like, and I want to do like a sample or a sampler of all the new scents that come out when in the fall. I just looked up clamshell wax. And look, there's squares, there was circles, there were stars, but 100 for $15.99 is not too bad. I think that's really cool for special customers, special occasions. Anyway, so you can search on Amazon. This is the baggies I use. 2x3 is this small size. 4x6 is this larger size that fits a business card for the record. So that's that. So you get 1,000 for $9.99. That's not bad. I don't think you can get cheaper than that.
They can, you're not coming at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, a
She's
Dollar Tree.
she's a Tulsa person.
Somebody.
She said 1,000 for, what is it? 1,000 for
Somebody-
991.
Yeah.
Somebody is
You
unmuted.
get like
I'm gonna
what,
keep going.
300 for-
Then these are the,
Yeah, but I'm not as big as she is.
Right,
I don't
Amy,
know.
can you just mute everybody?
I don't know how to do it from this screen. Hang on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Kaylin, where are you? Oh, there you are. Are you saying that you pour different scents in each one of those little
Yes,
carts?
ma'am.
Wow. Isn't that
No,
hard?
it really wasn't. Now I use the Wilton wax melter to make mine.
That's
But
what I
no,
use.
it was really easy. And like Amy said, I did those I didn't do them for my Bring Back My Bar this time. I did them for the new spring and summer scents. And, they're getting 6 cubes of wax. So it went to my customers who spend a lot that had orders going out. It went to my VIPs. It didn't go to
Okay.
everyone.
You could do some good summer
Okay,
mixes.
sorry,
Like
Amy.
a couple years ago, do you remember when they had the candy cone, whatever, and then apple, and they did like a chocolate or caramel apple or something like that? You could totally do 6 scents that all could mix together and mix and match, and then you get yourself a couple 6-packs sold.
It's a good idea.
Did see someone post that they shave the wax into the clamshells and they use the double boiler method with a sheet of pan over the boiler, so it melted right into the clamshells.
Mhm.
So I saw that somewhere.
I
Was that
just
you?
thought- No, but I love that. And I actually just saw somebody talking about how they wanted to, I don't know if they were using this, but they went ahead and they wanted it to be flat. And right now this is bumpy. So I forgot. They were like, it's hot outside. I made this. I just set them outside for a few hours or set them in the sun, and then they came back melted, and then I can mail them. So the same thing, if it's pretty warm, you could shave your wax into those and then just like leave them sitting outside for a little bit too, especially with your 95 degrees over there. Okay, let me
For your bags though, Amy. Do
Do
you
what?
find, because with the material of those ones, now if you're putting a bunch of them in one package, do you find any scent transfer issues, or have you had any feedback about that? Because when I've mailed multiple felts before in those style, I was just told that they got muddled between each other.
Yeah, they're not perfect,
Okay,
but they give them like a little hint of what it's going to smell like. Kaylin's showing
Yeah.
those are
I have those ones that Kaylin has because
they're
they're
more
they
expensive.
protect it more. Yeah, I mean they're a little
they
more
don't
expensive, but for
transfer.
me it was worth it. So
Yeah. So that's another option. And if you want those, look up foil, and they're like scent proof or scent
Mhm.
whatever.
they're weed bags. Let's be real. Like, I'm sorry.
I use those for like my washer whiffs and stuff. Okay, so then this is the the nail things I was showing you. $6.99 for all those, 1,000. So that's pretty decent. Okay, so now let me take you to the workstation. there's that I just found. Okay. So on your workstation, you're going to log in, you're going to go to reporting, and then there are sales reports. Remember, this is where to come to see information on your downline, you know, to find everybody's phone number, all that kind of stuff, to see everything, to sort by top sales and all that kind of stuff. And then here are your sales reports. And straight up, there's one that, let's hope my internet decides to do it. Promotions follow-up. So on specific promotions, if it's this, you know, something that they're bringing back that people have showed interest in, Scentsy does this for us. So this is people who had, like, you know, gone on our websites and filled out the information. This is if somebody had gone to my website and actually voted. I can see who voted and what they voted for, but this is what I want to do. Purchase history. So it's going to pull up, you guys. It's amazing. I always just say all. So I want to definitely any of these scents that people have bought. I want to see that. We'll go ahead and just do all the names, and then we're going to search, and it's going to show me who has ordered which of these scents and the last time that they purchased it. So right here, I'll just show you. Here's my sister. She got Honeymoon Hideaway back in 2016. I need to tell her. I need to send her a text and tell her, Allison, this scent is back. Do you want more? Here's my friend Amanda. Look, she got it too. There, she got it. She has a couple of different accounts, but like Amanda likes that. So you can see who has purchased this and when it was. So does anybody have any questions about this?
People are also impressed when you run this report and you say, I know you purchased this in the past. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Yeah, they're impressed with that. So you can export, and then you can see all this in Excel too, if you're wanting to like put check marks whenever you've messaged somebody or whatever. But some of these
got a lot of follow-up to do there, Amy.
I sure do. Some of these people, I mean, this is a long time ago, but she was a great customer at one point and really hasn't been purchasing. She gets my texts, but like I need to message her and just tell her, I know you used to like white tea and cactus. So anyway, that's that report. Do you guys have any questions about that? We have one more topic and I don't want to miss out on talking about it. So
sometimes what I do with that report is like today on my lunch, I'll go through and I'll do these 2 scents. And I try to like get it done in a week so I can reach out to them. But if you can't do it all at once and be like, oh, she likes Honeymoon Hideaway, Watermelon Patch, My Wish, Watermelon Mint, I just go through and I'm like, then I have this text of like, hey, Honeymoon Hideaway is coming back. And I send it out through, hit them up. And then it goes to everybody that I've selected that has bought Honeymoon Hideaway. So it doesn't really, it's not super personal, but it's like, hey, I know you bought Honeymoon Hideaway before. And where it says you, it's, hey, Amy, I know you bought Honeymoon Hideaway before. Did you know it's back? If you're not ready to order right now, we can put it in Scentsy Club and or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. And if nothing else, make sure you're posting about this. Make sure that you are, if you do texts, you know, send a mass something, but you are going to have better results when you contact people individually. When you go through that report right there and you take the time. And if you're new and you don't have, and you've never sold any of these, then it is still better to go through the list of consultants that you have or customers and just say, hey, I know that you like, you know, something floral. If they just love floral scents, I think you're really going to like white tea and cactus and sweet pea and vanilla. It's a special promotion just this month. And whenever I saw those scents, I thought of you because I know you like stuff like this. So they're going to appreciate that. That's why we're consultants, because we're the specialists. We know what they're going to like, hopefully. And you know what? We get things wrong sometimes, but you can say, I think that you will like this because you like this. So that's that. It's only the 7th. We have a lot of time. Don't think, oh, I missed out. I can't do it. Like Kaylin said, get yourself a 6-pack of the ones that you think you'd like and your customers will like. You know, maybe even try to do a little bit of a variety so that there's different scents for everybody, and make a little 6-pack of little shavings. And you just say, hey, porch pickup, I've got these samples. If you can't get out, you know, or if you can, to the first this many people, I can deliver these, or I can mail these. So you can do it, guys. This is a really great promotion. And these sales, your work this month could potentially bring you income for the next couple of years with Always Get My Bar through Scentsy Club. Okay. Kaylin, are you talking about the last thing?
You had me down, but
Yes. Will you? Guys, listen. Amy Marc-Charles, the one who has been telling you to get registered for SFR for like 3 months, I was not registered. I almost didn't get to record an annual sales award video because I thought that I went in. I know I started it, but I never registered. And I was devastated. I was crying. I was not going to get my lanyard. I've been every year since 2010, and I was not going to get to be a part of the annual sales award videos. But I begged and I pleaded, and they let me do it. Thank you, Scentsy. Thank you, God. Anyway, get registered. Check. Because I would not even be registered for streaming, you guys. I would have missed it. I would have had to, like, I don't know. I would have missed it.
I would have drove down there, Amy, and let you
Because
walk in with me.
I wouldn't have registered for streaming because I really thought I was registered. So check your workstation, please, right now. But Kaylin's going to talk to you about why. So if you think you already are, will you just double check, please? Please just do a little double check. Kaylin, why should we register?
okay. I know that you guys talked about this one night when I wasn't on here, and I know a lot of other consultants jumped on and gave their feedback on why you needed to go. And a lot of that talk that night was more about the friendships that you form and getting together afterwards and all that fun stuff, and the places you get to see and the places that Scentsy sends you. Like, we've been to Disneyland, and we've had Kelly Clarkson perform for us, and we've had all of these fun things. And you guys, that is great. Those are fun times that we will never forget. And I know that there's a lot of you guys that think I'm pretty hardcore, and I speak my opinion, and people don't like me for that. But I'm going to tell you this, and this is not something I made up. This is something that Allison Dalkey has said from the day I joined Scentsy. Those who show up, go up. That is not me being like, you got to go. That is me telling you that if you want your business to grow, those who show up, go up. And here's the thing. Amy, Denise, Kathy, Chris, Jess, I'm looking at people that I know that have been. We have spent lots of money traveling all over to go to these reunions, because we get guest speakers that Scentsy hires, that's what they do every day, is they speak to people in direct sales and in big companies, and they teach us how to grow our businesses. We've spent lots of money to go to these trainings. We have sacrificed time with our families. We have stayed in hotel rooms. I know my very first year that I went to Colorado, we got a hotel room and we ate sandwiches because we didn't want to spend money going out to dinner. I mean, we sacrificed to go to these things because we knew how important they were to our business. You all have an opportunity that we never had. You all have an opportunity to sign up right now for $11. And you're going to get to see the same top-notch, high-dollared speakers that Scentsy will hire for us again this year. Now, this is the one thing that I want you to know. Those speakers that Scentsy hires, they're amazing, and they get paid to speak. But something that you need to understand is there are going to be star directors, and superstar directors who are actually walking this walk that you're walking. You may be a single mom raising kids, and this is how you give your kids those extras. I guarantee you there's a mom that's going to speak. You may be a mom who has a child with a disability. You may be a mom who, I don't know, shoot out some examples, you guys, in the comments of something that maybe you know someone's gone through or that you've gone through. But these women and men who are going to speak to you are people who are just like me and just like you. They're living this life and they've had circumstances, and Scentsy has changed their lives. And you're going to get to hear from every single one of them. Normally, when we go to SFR in live and in person, we get to choose 3 or 4 classes to go to. You can show up for $11. You can show up in your pajamas. You can show up dressed to the nines. You can show up in your flippin' birthday suit if you want to, but you are going to get to show up for $11. You're going to get to see every stinking speaker, whether it be a consultant, home office, or a hired speaker. You're going to get to hear every breakout session. You're going to get to hear it all for $11. If you are not signed up, you need to get to your workstation the minute that this Zoom ends, and you need to get signed up. And I'm telling you, you need to. And I'm telling you that because I know what it's done for me. I know what it's done for Denise. I know what it's done for Chris. I know what it's done for Amy. I know it works. We're not telling you guys this just to get you to spend money. We're telling you this because we know how it can change your business. Now, who hasn't signed up and who's going to sign up?
I'll sign up after tonight, after hearing this.
Yay.
That's the thing that you guys have to remember, it's a tax write-off, and
yes, it's a tax write-off.
Far more than that.
I mean, I didn't mention that because it's only $11. I mean, I've gone and spent thousands because when you go, normally you pay for a hotel, you pay for airline or fuel money, and then they have a big Scentsy family store where you can shop, and then you go out to dinner with all your friends, and then you're in a state that you've not been to before, so you spend money going and seeing sights. You can spend a lot of money, but this is $11. Why would you not invest $11 in your business and in yourself?
That was so convincing. That was really, I mean, like, it's so many good reasons. Thank you. And if you can't watch it live, guys, it's recorded for 30 days. So if you're working, you've got family in town or whatever, like it's recorded. So you can go back and you can watch. And I love what you said, Kaylin. It's true because sometimes, you go to a breakout and there's like, breakouts about parties, but you go to this one, but there's like 4 other people in different rooms or different places and you never get to hear those. But when you register, you have access to everything. So if you want to focus on parties or Facebook parties or mailings or whatever, customer service, you just watch all of those, you pick and choose. There's so much content.
And you don't have to watch them. If you don't have the time to like sit down and watch them, hit play on your phone and do your dishes.
Oh, that's what I do.
Hold your laundry. I mean, if they say something and you're like, hey, I want to go check that out, maybe like screenshot where you're at and the time frame of the video, I guess, and then you can go back later and watch it.
Plus, you can stop the video just long enough to be able to write down and take notes.
Exactly what I was fixing to say.
You can't take notes when you're in the conference because they just keep moving and going on. You can stop it, rewind it, take your notes, and go on.
I definitely did that last year.
Me too.
Okay, so that's July 22nd and 23rd, Thursday and a Friday. And the breakouts will have access the Tuesday before. So the 20th is when you can start watching the content. And then there will be live general sessions that we'll all sit and we'll all be sitting in our homes, or you could get with a couple friends if you wanted. And that will be in the evening for Central Time. It's 5 to 7:30 on the 22nd. On Friday, it's 2 to 4:30 Central, and then 5:30 to 7 Central. And I have to tell you, we have a couple of group events just for our group. So I'm going to tell you those two just in case. One, we're having a group Zoom, which is our annual group meeting that we have when we're at SFR. We meet in person normally, but we're doing it like we did last year on a Zoom, just like this. So after the first general session on Thursday night, immediately after, I'll send these links out and stuff in an email to you guys like the week or two before. But immediately after, we'll do our group recognition and we'll chat about the things coming out and all that kind of stuff. We'll do our Upgrade Academy graduation, that kind of thing. And then on Friday, if your director does not already have something planned, because they might, so if you have a director who's got something going on, please go to whatever they have going. But if you don't hear from them that they have a separate event, we're having a pajama party on Friday. After the second general session, we'll have like an hour break and you guys can go eat, go whatever, take a shower, change, get comfy. I am definitely wearing pajamas. I have some just for this occasion. Jess knows, she has seen it. If you guys follow my Instagram and Facebook stories, at one point you saw my new jammies that I bought that I'm wearing. But yeah, 8 to 10 Central Time, just 2 hours. We're going to stay up late as though we're sitting around chatting in a hotel and play some games and just talk about everything that we're excited about. So join.
And guys, how many of you have worked really hard to earn an incentive in the past? Or maybe you want this to be your first incentive. We're going to learn where the next incentive trip is. We're going to learn where SFR is going to be next year. And thank God, it's going to be in person, because even though this is an amazing deal for you all to be able to go for $11, as long as there's one in person, I will never miss one, never. The other thing is Heidi and Orville are already going to be gone to London, but they have already pre-recorded so they can be there and talk to us. And we're going to get to see the Harvest collection. And if you were on the end of the month call last month, there was kind of a little hint, some dude named Harry Potter was going to maybe be coming around. We're going to get to see the Christmas holiday collection, and we're going to get to see the new catalog. I mean, you should be signed up just for those things.
That's one of my favorite parts, when they show the harvest and the holiday. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Might have shed some tears before.
Guilty.
Yeah. All right, before we get off, you guys, we need to be done in the next 4 minutes. Does anybody have a question though? All questions are good questions. We have time for at least one.
Could
Comment?
you show us again how to run that report?
Yes, I would
Bring
be.
back my bar customers.
I would be so
It looks
happy
like
to.
you've got several all in one.
Okay, so go to your reporting tab.
Yes.
Looks like this. Go to sales reports. And then you're going to go, it says like promotions.
Okay.
Promotions follow-up. That's the one. There's several in here.
Mhm.
Promotions follow-up. And then you're doing the purchase history. If you could, I mean, go to the leads. I haven't even looked at that one. Let's look at that one. Let's see if any of my customers voted. Oh, it's me. Me. Please, someone, if you have lemon, drop it low. I need some of that.
Are those people actually that are voting? That voted in our last
Yeah.
people actually did vote. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think maybe it's just in general. No, because I've had people vote, but I was the only name. So I must have been the only one who did this time. So right here. And then is there a better way? Those of you who have done this before, is there a better way? I think you have to select something here. I don't know why I would want to filter it.
Unless you just did like A names.
Just to be able to slowly go through
Yeah.
it.
Or like how Jess said, she just picks one at a time. As far
Yeah.
as
Because this is going to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it. Thanks guys for getting on tonight, spending your time with us. Go get registered for SFR. Please double check. I would have tried to log in and not been able to watch SFR. I was shook up whenever I realized that had happened to me. So please just double check. And
Great job, Donna. Sorry, I read the chat.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Amy, I'll have to tell you, yeah. I was-
Yay, LaDonna, for already having a new club member from Bring Back My Bar.
That's awesome, LaDonna. Whoop, whoop. Congrats. Congrats. All right, we'll see you guys next month. Next month will be July. It'll be almost SFR time. Holy crap.
Transition month.
Yes. Okay, real quick. August 1st, we will get a new catalog. It will be our fall and winter catalog. So in the month of July, we'll talk about transition, but here's a little preview. In the month of July, we will be able to purchase our fall and winter supplies. And sometimes business supplies are 10% off. Sometimes some products are 10% off during that month. I think last year maybe bars were.
No, they did nothing because of the COVID
Was
delays.
it nothing? For some reason, I thought something was. So maybe not. So if they're able to, they might. If they're not, they're not. I remember now they didn't want to make it worse.
Yeah, it
Because
was
we
really
were,
behind.
so can we just talk about that also? How amazing our company is. They have caught up shipping. They have gotten so far ahead with even some of these special promotions that we haven't sold out of stuff super fast. You know, there's a few things here and there that they just didn't know. But when they could, like summer stuff, Father's Day stuff, like it's been okay.
And if you're local, you can go pick up your order.
Yeah, that's
See that?
cool.
I live within 50 miles of the Capel Distribution Center.
All right.
Are you picking up your stuff, Kathy?
Not yet. They haven't actually launched that, but it
When
will
they
be
do.
soon.
Okay.
When they do, we're gonna have you report in and just give us your
I'll
experience.
have to try it at least once. I kind of am a little spoiled because I love having them just send it to the house. Those boxes are heavy, and they're big, and there's a lot of them.
Maybe it's a lot for you. You should just use that as an excuse to go tour one day.
I've been wanting a tour there so bad for so long.
Good. Should go
I
look.
really-
Mhm.
You didn't go with us when our group went?
No, that was a while back. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was at work or something.
Oh, man.
Now I'm, work from home. So I've got a lot more time available. Well, not that much more time, because really, let's be honest, we're all really busy.
Well, thanks guys for getting on. I appreciate you. Get registered for SFR right now, or as soon as you get paid, or whatever you have to do. Set an alarm.
8 days tomorrow, in 2 days. So use your Scentsy payday
Yep.
to send the $11.
Yep. Just set an alarm, please. Don't forget. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Everyone.